Good morning, everyone. This is Financial Literacy 101. Happy Monday to everybody. It's time to make some money. We need to start looking for the future, as I've been saying in all of my stock tips and my stock reviews, that you have to look towards the future and find stocks in the funds that you know, if taken off, if it starts to rocket, that can make you some absolutely gold and silver. Now, gold and silver, I'm just talking about not the actual precious metals, but those who may be like gas, gold, and silver, because I think it's important that we understand the future of natural gas, right? We understand that whether a company is fracking, a company is actually digging or searching for oil, that there's always a pocket, a large pocket. We're talking about so many thousand square inches and cubic feet of natural gas that we absolutely should look into companies who deal in contracts and partnership with those who are actually drilling for oil. But the natural gas stocks are the ones you should be closely paying attention to, because that is where the money is. Now, first and foremost, I just want to give you some context for this particular video. It says, in fact, BP has predicted a strong future for natural gas, that by 2050, it will provide 22% of primary energy in the rapid future scenario, compared with 45% of renewables. Okay, so they're thinking about almost close to 25% that America is going to switch to natural gas as we start getting to renewable energies like wind and solar, and also thermal heating apparatuses that go inside your home. So that made me do a deep dive into the stocks and funds that you guys can invest in and start to really see your portfolios take off over the course of time. It's important. When I show you these particular stocks, don't forget that your investment platform, 9 times out of 10, have options where you can invest in fractions. Like myself, I do $25 on all the particular stocks that I have on recurring investment. Okay, we're thinking for the long term. A lot of you guys try to come in and get into stocks that you think is going to just blow up out of nowhere. Listen, the Dogecoins, the Shiba, the Teslas, even those stocks that Wall Street Bets Group was controlling. You have to be in on the inside to make those millions and thousands of dollars. If not, if you're just regular old people like myself, guess what? You need to continue to invest and not bet the market, weigh the market. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to show you some natural gas stocks that I think and I know, based upon the analytics and statistics and data, that will grow exponentially over time. So be very cognizant, and don't forget, you can invest in fractions, okay, in increments, recurring each and every month. Start to build up the portfolio and get a number of shares, okay? Now, with that being said, we have this particular energy stock that deals in natural gas. Over the 5 years, 194%, 1 year, 123%, 3 months, 26%, 1 month, 11%. 1 week, around 5 and 4.5%, and to today it's up around 3%. Now, this particular one engages in liquefied natural gas related business. It owns and operates LNG terminals and develops, constructs, and operates liquefaction projects near Corpus Christi, Texas. Okay, they have roughly around 1,500 employees. The market capitalization here is $27.3 billion. The average value is $1.48 million. Okay. And here's some news stories. And their analyst rating here on Robinhood states that it's a 91.7 buy and a hold at 8.3. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is absolutely phenomenal. That's absolutely phenomenal. We're not going to stay here long. We're not staying here long, because I also want to give you the price projections as well of a lot of these stocks I have lined up for you this morning. Okay, so right now we understand that the stock is around, where we at? We are at, give me 1 second, $108 per share. They're expecting at a median $120. So that's what, roughly 18 bucks that you could possibly make at the median, right? Or no, that's totally wrong. That's not 18 bucks. About 14. But nonetheless, if it goes to a high, you can get $141 per share. Okay, moving right along. We got a lot to cover. Now, Ometive, 5 years, 272%. I'm rounding up. 1 year, 300% it's been up. In the last year, it's been up 300%. Okay. Past 3 months, 45%. Past month, 7%. Past week, down 2%. And then today is absolutely up around 5.5%. And this stock is one of my best out of this whole entire lineup because it's under 50 bucks. Okay. And again, I want you to look at how much it's been up. It's been up 300% in the past year, and they have options to trade. What does this one deal with? It says produces and develops multi-basin portfolio of oil, natural gas liquids, and natural gas producing plays. Okay. And it states here that this company was funded in 1881 out of Denver, Colorado. It roughly has 1,900 employees, market capitalization at 9.67 billion, an average volume of 2.96. So there's a lot of room for you guys to get in here and accumulate a lot of the shares. Buy at 71.4, hold at 25, and a measly sell at 3.6. I wouldn't even pay attention to that. Okay. Just glancing over the quarterly earnings. If you notice, you see a trajectory of going up, up, and up. So that's absolutely wonderful. You see Marathon Oil down here. That's another one to keep your eye on. It's up almost 4%. Also, Denver Petroleum up here around $32. And a lot of these are under $50, but there are some ones who are reaching $100. So let's look at the prediction. Again, this stock is around $37 per share. They said the low for this stock is $37 per share. The median is making $10 off your investment. Okay, making $10 off your investment. And then the high is making $20 off your investment, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, that is absolutely phenomenal. Okay, absolutely phenomenal. You should start looking to natural gas. Let's move right along. ConocoPhillips. I know you guys are familiar with that. And for you guys who are just joining, don't forget that you can invest in fractions on recurring investments. So do not let the stock price scare you at all. No, not at all. Continue to invest. Over the past 5 years, Conoco has been up 75%, 1 year, 153%, 3 months, 35%, 1 month, 9%. And 1 week around 1.2%. And then today, this is up around 3.5%. These stocks are doing absolutely phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. It says that it engages in the exploration, production, transportation, and marketing of crude oil, bitumen, and natural gas liquids and liquefied natural gas. Natural gas. And this one is great. It has 9,700 employees out of Houston, Texas, founded in 1875. And ladies and gentlemen, dividends on this one at 2.32%. Okay, market capitalization is over $100 billion. The average volume is 8.34 million. Okay, we're looking very, very well here. Listen to this. Analysts on Robinhood are stating that this buy is at 89.7%, hold at 10.3, sell at 0. ConocoPhillips is doing the damn thing. We see the trajectory of the earnings per quarter is going up. It's like a rocket ship. You should be getting on this. Okay, you should be getting in on this. The projection for this particular stock, okay, is $76. We see the low at 64. We see the median at 87. And I always like going off the median. So there's still money to be made here. And plus the dividends. Don't forget about that. And at a high in the next 12 months, there's a strong possibility you can make $25 on your investment if it reaches $100. But again, do not forget about those dividends. Moving right on to ExxonMobil. Over the past 5 years, it's been down 22%, but the past year has been up 98%. 3 months, around 14%. 1 month, 9%. 1 week, 1%. And then today, ladies and gentlemen, it's roughly about 1.5%. It says that Exxon engages in exploration, development, and distribution of oil, gas, and petroleum products. Again, natural gas. It has 72,000 employees out of Irving, Texas, founded in 1882. The market capitalization for ExxonMobil is $275 billion. Average volume at 19.5. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, you have those delicious dividends at 5.35%. That is absolutely phenomenal. Okay, absolutely phenomenal. Now, with this particular one, because of the volatility in the market, we got buy at 31.3. We got hold at 59.4, but sale is still under my 20 to 25% threshold. It's still a good stock for you to invest in. And ladies and gentlemen, you have to stay around for the information I'm going to give you at the end of this video. It's going to be absolutely imperative that you understand the information. As we see that the quarterly earnings are super rocketing out of the sky, you see a good trajectory. See, when you're looking at this, ladies and gentlemen, you see how they keep going up. That's a good thing. That's money going up. If you were to invest in these stocks, then you will see and understand that there's money in your bank. Okay. But I'm gonna give you some viable options here at the end of the video here, so you guys know that you can invest in all of these stocks at one time. So let's go over here to CNN. They're saying on the low end at $50, a median at $70, and a high at $111 at 70.7% of an increase. So let's continue to watch that. And don't forget, with ExxonMobil, there's 5.35% in dividends. I know a lot of you guys love those dividend stocks. Moving along, Chevron. Chevron over the past 5 years has only been up around 9%, but in the past year, it's been up around 59%. 3 months, 13%. 1 month, 11%. 1 week, around that's way under 0.14%. And then we got today we're looking around 2% total. And of course, this engages in the technology and energy of chemical operations and through the upstream, downstream segments, natural gas. Okay. We have 47,000, almost 48,000 employees, founded in 1906, market cap at 221.9 billion, average movement volume at 9.7 million. And then here we go, 4.5% for your dividends, for you guys who love to get into your dividends. Buy ratings for Robinhood is at 59.4%, hold at 40.6%, and zero sell. Again, Chevron, another great stock for you guys to invest in when you start getting into renewable energies and natural products. Okay. You see the trajectory of this. If you notice, you're seeing a trend of all of these particular stocks when it comes to natural gas, that the trajectory is just going up. It's skyrocketing. And a lot of people are being reluctant not to invest in natural gas because we more so like we're dealing with, robotics and machine learning and IT and electric vehicles and electric vehicle car networks. But these are some of the stocks that people are making tons of cash because other people are not simply investing in them. And these last two stocks like ExxonMobil and Chevron has those delicious dividends that everybody wants to get into. Okay. Let's move right along. What is the projection? What is the stock prediction of these stocks? We're looking at a median at $128 per share, and we're looking at a high of $155 per share. So there's still a lot of money to be made, even with those dividends. EQT is one of the stocks that people are looking at, but in the past 5 years, it's been down, ladies and gentlemen. It's been down almost 40%, but in the past year, it's been up 44%. The past 3 months, 13%. The past month, 0.10%. The past week, 3%. And then today, it's up roughly around 1.5%. And it deals in natural gas production, gathering and transmission in the Appalachian area. It has around 624 employees, founded in 1888 out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Market capitalization is 7.78 billion. You have some measly dividends, but nonetheless still dividends at 0.24%. And the average volume is 7.14%. Okay. We're looking at the analyst rating once again, and this stock is under $25 per share. Buy at 73.9%, hold at 26.1%, and zero sale out of 23 analysts right here on Robinhood. And we see the trajectory that it went up. It fell shortly, but now it's on the rise again. Get it before this particular stock takes off. And again, I know your mind is telling you, I want shares. I don't want increments and fractions of shares. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, I'm going to show you my portfolio at the end, and I'm going to focus in on Tesla because I have 5.3 shares of Tesla, and I've made a tremendous amount of money, okay, that I can cash in at any time and do what I want to do. But nonetheless, I'm going to continue to invest. I'm going to keep my money in there because of compound interest, okay? Nonetheless, let's move right along. Here we go. Here's a projection for EQT. They're saying on the low is at 23, but right now it's $20. So you can make $3 even if it hits the low prediction. Median $30 and a high of $50 per share. Absolutely wonderful. Devon Energy, okay, in the past 5 years, it's been up 8%. Past year, 346%. Past 3 months, 64%. Past month, around 16%. Past week, 8%. And today it's been up roughly around 4%, okay? And engages in the exploration, development, and production of oil and natural gas properties, okay? Employees 1,400, founded in 1971. Market capitalization around 30 billion. You have average volume around 9.62 million. And again, another dividend stock. You see how I lined this up? So you know that all of these stocks at the end had dividends and dividends. This is around 2% of dividends, okay? Now we're getting down to the analyst rating. 34 analysts said buy at 82.4%, hold at 14.7%, and sell at 2.9, which is absolutely nothing at sale. I wouldn't even pay attention to it. And we see the trajectory of this one. This one's going up, up, and up again. You got to get in before everyone is making the money except for you. Now we're going over the tip ranks. I'm going to give you the trajectory of this. They're saying a low forecast is $35, where a median price target is $47, but a high forecast is $60 per share. Ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you, it's at $44 already. So we're already at the potential median point. Let's start looking at that $60 so we can get in on the dividends. Now, this is the portion of the video that a lot of you probably is waiting for. You don't have time to do the research, or you don't even care to do the research, but you want to invest. This is why you come to Financial Literacy 101, because now I'm going to give you some ETFs. An ETF is what they call a basket, also known as a fund of stocks, meaning you can invest in all of these stocks at one time. Yes, when you have an ETF, an exchange traded fund, you can invest in all of these stocks at one time. Absolutely phenomenal. You can get in on this and really make some really good money, okay? So let's look at this. First on the list, we have Vanguard Energy ETF, okay? And I'm going to slowly go through here. In the past year, it's been up 106%. Past 3 months, 19%. Past month, around 9%. Past week, a little bit over 0.5%. And then today, it's up over 1.6%, okay? And most of these, if not all, have dividends of some sort, okay? They're not listing that on Robinhood for whatever reason, okay? They're showing you the price point over the price projections over the course of time, but I have a lot more to cover, so let me finish. Now, we have iShares Dow Jones U.S. Energy ETF, okay? And I know, some of you are like, what's in these ETFs? What stocks that you just showed us are in these ETFs? And I'm going to show you. Now, the past year, there's been up 105%, 3 months, 21%, past month, 12%, past week, 2.2%. And then today, that is up what? We're about 3 to 4%, okay? Next on the list, Fidelity MSCI Energy Index ETF. Over the course of 5 years, have been down 16%, but in the past year, up 105%. The past 3 months, around 20%. Past month, 9%. Past week, 1%. Then today, it's roughly up around 2%, okay? Now, with that being said, let's see if they have any. Nope, they're not showing any dividends anymore for whatever reason. Next one on the list, we have iShares MSCI Global Energy Producers Fund. And if you notice, a lot of these ETFs are very, very low for you to get in. A lot of you wanted to get into buying numerous amounts of shares. And I told you I have an option for you. This one's at $16, okay? We see this one's at $32, and this was at $82 on the high end. But again, you can invest in fractions, okay? All right, moving right along. So the past 5 years has been down, but the past year has been up 81%, 3 months, 18%, past month, 4.5 or 4.2, past weekend's been down. Then the past week is, the past day is absolutely up, okay? Moving. Next one on the list, we have iShares S&P Global Energy ETF, and we see the price point is around $29 per fund. Past year has been up around 80%. Past 3 months, 17%. Past month, 6%. Week down, and the day is up at 1.42%. Last but not least, I wanted to show you guys some of the options on this, but let me back up a little bit. This is the iShares North American Natural Resources ETF at 32.58 per fund, okay? And we'll look over the past 5 years. Of course, all of these has been down because of the pandemic. Past year, 61%. 3 months, 14% has been up. 1 month, 9%. Past week, 1%. And then today, it's up roughly 2%, okay? So now I'm going to break down to you guys what are actually in these funds, because we went all through all these natural gases. So now we want to know, Ross, what's in these funds, what I'll be investing in. And don't forget, not a large portion of these ETF have dividends. So you're always making money each and every quarter. Would it be 3 to 4 months? Okay. Now, these are the funds I just went over for the most part. Okay. And here are some of the tickers, the symbols: XLE for the Energy Select. We have the VDE for the Vanguard Energy ETF, the IYE, the iShares US Energy ETF, the FINI, the Fidelity MSCI, the IXE, iShares Global, and we have Phil, the iShares MSC Global Energy Products, etc. Now, with that being said, majority of these funds are holding Exxon, Chevron, ConocoPhillips, Schlumberger, Marathon Petroleum. Remember that I mentioned that earlier in the video. Kinder Morgan, Williams, Phillips 66. Okay. The iShare ones are holding Exxon, Chevron, ConocoPhillips, EOG Resources, Schlumberger, Marathon, Pioneer Natural Resources, Williams, Phillips, and Kinder. The Fidelity ones are holding Exxon, Chevron, ConocoPhillips, EOG, Schlumberger, Pioneer, Marathon, Kinder, Williams, Phillips. All of these are, for the most part, are carrying the same stocks. And last but not least, we have over here again, Exxon, Chevron, but this was a slight different one, okay? Let me show you which one this one is. This is the iShares MSCI Global Energy Producers ETF. So you're going to get into different markets, but you still have your regular assassins here, Exxon, Chevron, but now you have Total Energies, you have BP, which is British Petroleum, but you still have ConocoPhillips and Royal Dutch Shell and Reliance Industries, EOG, and Canadian Natural Resources, okay? And again, that is your $18 per share, almost $19 per share, iShares MSCI. Ladies and gentlemen, I've said a lot here this morning when it comes to natural gas. If you're not investing, or at least investing in an ETF, which all of this is affordable with the new platforms that we have out, like WeBull, Robinhood, Stash, and a lot of others. Even the traditional trading platforms are allowing you guys to invest in fractions. And if you want to simply deal in shares, then I advise you to go buy some of these ETFs where you guys can make absolute a large amounts of money. Now, I did promise you that I'll look at one particular stock in my portfolio this morning, okay? And I'll look at Tesla, because I want to show you what fractional investing does for your portfolio, okay? Here we go. So right here, Tesla is around 1,200 per share, right? And I want you to look at my portfolio very closely here. Now, I have 5.382256. That's because I don't have 6 total shares of Tesla. I have 5.3, right? Because I invest in fractions. That's the only way you can get this number, right? And you come over here, what's my total return? $3,854, and I'm up over 159%. What does that mean? Anytime someone says 100% return of your investment, that means for every dollar you invest, you get $1 back. So that's $2 in your pocket. Let me make that more simple. If you give someone $100 and they say, hey, man, in a couple of months, I'm going to give you $200. That is what you call 100% an investment of return of your money, 100%. But I'm well over that. Now they're telling me for every dollar I invest, I'm going to get $1.06. I'm going to get $1.60 back. That's what that means when you see a number at 159%. That is absolutely phenomenal. You're talking about somebody raking in some money. So that is the purpose I want you to get your mind into when it comes to fractional investing. I don't care what the stock price is. Let me show you something else. I don't care. Recurring investments. We're looking at recurring investments at $25. That's all I've been doing. I just continue to invest $25 inside of my stocks, okay? Tesla recurring buy, $25. There's one more thing I want to show you right here in my portfolio, because I think this is imperative that you look at the number of stocks that people are investing and that they're recurring each and every month, okay? It doesn't matter. You can't do $25, but maybe you can do $10, okay? But I want to show you a list here. If I can find this list in enough time, give me 1 second. Okay, I'm going to show you my list as well. Right here, there's a list on Robinhood called Popular Recurring Investment. Popular Recurring Investments. Let's look at this. It's taking a while to load here. Blow it up just a little bit for you guys on your cell phones there. Okay, so the name of this particular list was 20 items on Popular Recurring Investment that people have on Robinhood. Okay. So right off the bat, you see the ones with the check marks are the stocks and the assets that I hold, right? And it shows you the amount of shares that I have. Tesla, Apple, Vanguard. All of these are the ones that are on the Robinhood list, not my list, that other people on Robinhood are investing in. I didn't know about this list until yesterday. I'm just keeping it real. Amazon, Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. Other people are recurring investment, and all of these ones you see with a check mark are the ones in my portfolio that I'm only investing at $25 per share. Neo, Meta Platforms. Meta Platforms is Facebook. Power Shares Triple Q, Coinbase. Okay. Now I'm gonna extend the list and look at this: Microsoft, Disney, Alphabet Class A, which is Google, Ford Motor, Nvidia, Netflix, ARK Innovation ETF, Coca-Cola, AT&T, and Vanguard High Dividend Yield ETF. Ladies and gentlemen, I just have $25 recurring investments. Now, I only showed you that is, do not think if you don't have the room in your budget to go out and buy stocks like Tesla at $1,100 to $1,200 per share. No, you put them on $10 recurring investment, $25, $50, whatever you guys can do, and you set it and forget it. And then you look at your portfolio 3 to 4 months down the road and you see how you're doing. And if you're a more active investor, maybe you're a swing investor, or maybe you're a day investor, that's when you want to look at these things a lot more often. If you're a day investor, of course, every day, you're playing the price point profits. So there's a difference of way you guys can invest. But nonetheless, for you guys who want to set it, forget it, you don't got time to be looking at this mess, then that's how you start making that cash continuously throughout the course of time. This is Financial Literacy 101. Good morning, D. Nice to see you. You guys have a great and wonderful Monday, and I see you guys on the next one. I'm out.